In this video, I'll show you how to reduce a large image file without losing any noticeable image quality using Affinity. Here I have the same image in two different formats. One is a JPEG and the other is a PNG. Let's first check their file sizes. The JPEG image is about 1.83 megabytes, almost 2 megabytes. The PNG version is much larger at 12 megabytes. This is normal because PNG files usually store more image data than JPEG files. Now I'll drag this 12 megabytes PNG image into Affinity. My goal is to reduce its file size without sacrificing image quality. Most people export their images as JPEG or PNG again. I will not use the JPEG or PNG export formats. The reason is simple. If I go to File, Export, and choose JPEG format, the file size only drops from 12 megabytes to around 9 megabytes. If I export it as PNG reformat again, there isn't much improvement either. So instead, I'm going to choose Web format. Web is a modern image format developed to create much smaller image files while maintaining excellent image quality. It supports both lossy and lossless compression, making it a great choice for websites, blogs, online stores, and digital content. Smaller files mean faster page loading, reduced bandwidth usage, and better website performance without noticeable quality loss. That's why Web has become one of the most popular formats for web graphics and online content. Now I'll select Web. Immediately, you can see a significant difference. This 12 megabytes PNG image becomes only about 1.7 megabytes using the best quality web preset. Affinity also provides several web quality options, including best quality, high quality, and medium quality. You can experiment with these depending on your needs. Personally, I recommend using either high quality or best quality. Let's select high quality. Now our original 12 megabytes PNG has been reduced to only 417 kilobytes. Yes, you heard that right, just 417 kilobytes. Yes, from 12 megabytes down to just 417 kilobytes. The quality is still around 85% and the image looks absolutely fine. If I switch to medium quality, the file size drops even further to around 174 kilobytes. However, the quality also drops to around 45%. For some images that may be acceptable, but for most projects I don't recommend using medium quality. Instead, I suggest using only these two options: high quality or best quality with a custom quality setting. For example, I'll choose high quality and increase the quality slider from the default 85% up to 90%. Even at 90% quality, the file size is only about 634 kilobytes compared to the original 12 megabytes. That's a huge reduction while keeping excellent image quality. Now I'll export the image. Here you can see all three versions: JPEG, PNG, and Web. An incredible reduction while keeping the image looking almost identical. One important thing to remember. If you're using Windows, web support may not be installed by default. If that's the case, image thumbnails or previews might not appear correctly, and Windows may show blank icons instead. To use it properly, open the Microsoft Store. It's free web image extension. Install Microsoft Free Web Image Extension. I already have it installed on my computer. Now I'll drag the exported web image back into Affinity. As you can see, it opens perfectly, and you can use it in any Affinity dashboard, whether you're working with pixel, vector, or layout projects. And that's it. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and share the video. Feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what tutorial you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.